What's going on, YouTube followers? Thank you for joining my channel. I'm going to be talking about real estate as I always do. And if you like this information, smash that like button, comment down below, and subscribe. And listen to the whole video if you like it. Today I want to talk about 4 common mistakes that a lot of real estate investors make. New and advanced real estate investors. No particular order. Number 1, I noticed that a lot of people, especially the ones that I mentor and before I mentor, they don't have a plan. You have to have a plan when you get into real estate or in any business for that matter. Sometimes people don't know if they want to do the buy and hold strategy. They may get in and do the buy and hold strategy and turn around and want to flip it. They don't know if they want to do Airbnb when they rent it out. They don't know if they want to try to do Section 8. There's so many ways that you can do this. And if you're not careful, you can end up really messing up. So again, before you get into this, you need to have a plan and stick with it. All right. Number 2, a lot of investors have a lack of research on the property. They don't take the time out to do their due diligence and figure out what the after repaired value is of the property. They go in there, don't know what type of rehabs they want to do. They go in there and don't know exactly as far as the property, how much it can cash flow. You really have to research these properties, because if not, you can end up being upside down. When I started out in real estate, this is one of the mistakes I made. I went in there and bought it and didn't do enough research. So when I bought it, it didn't have a lot of equity into it, but most importantly, the name of the game is cash flow, and I wasn't getting a lot. I was just about breaking even, but I was able to pull it off towards the end when I sold it, because I bought it for more than what, or I sold it for more than what I bought it for. So that did help. But at the end of the day, it's almost like a wash. All right. All right. Number 3, I see this a lot: over rehabbing. So many people get into real estate, new and advanced real estate investors, and they get in here without a plan, going in here and rehabbing properties. And the problem is, the reason why they over rehab is this: they go in with the thought process of they feel like they're living in it, so they want to put the best stuff in there. And when you end up doing that, if you never had a budget, that's one problem. And then the second, you just spend way too much money and then you're upside down in the deal. You see that a lot. My philosophy is, when it comes to rehab, I make my properties clean and functional. Simple as that. I don't make it fancy. I don't put the fancy fans in there, or fancy AC units, or the most expensive ones. I do make it, I make sure that it's affordable for me and it serves a purpose, but I don't get fancy with my properties. Again, I make them clean and functional, and that's all you need to do. And then the 4th common mistake that I see real estate investors do, and I went through the same thing, is that I got every deal that I got into when I first started out, I got emotionally involved. This can wreck you, okay? You got to know your numbers, you got to know what you want, and you got to stick with it. Because if you buy a property on emotions, you're not gonna win in this game. I've been there before. You get in here, you get emotionally attached, which you shouldn't, and you should just be going by the numbers. If the numbers make sense after you run your numbers, the cash flow, the equity capture, the return on your investment, these things are the matrix that you need to look at to make sure that this is a good deal or not. And never buy a property based on emotions. That's why auctions are so good. They're good to where you can find good deals and below market value. The problem is, most people, they don't stick with a plan and they go in there and buy it off of emotions. And that's exactly what they want you to do. So it could be a good and a bad at auction. But if you don't stick with your plan of what you want to spend and how much you know what to spend at, and cap it at that, and then if you go off of emotions and you buy it, and you could buy it above, or you can end up buying it off of emotions and end up spending too much, you're going to lose on the deal. You may win the deal, but at the end of the day, you got a deal where you pay too much. This happens way too often. All right, so there's some value for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you stuck through the whole video. Again, if you like this video, please subscribe, smash that like button, share, comment. See you on the next video.